Thank you, everybody. The next item on the agenda will be the consent item. Item A, purchases and contracts. One will be authorization to obtain transplant insurance policy. Recommendation.
Mr. Shipley and members of the board, the administration's recommendation is that the Board of Education accept the Insurance Plan Board's recommendation to purchase this comprehensive transplant insurance at a cost of $96,286. Funds to cover this expense are available in various departmental insurance accounts contained within the education fund.
I'll make a motion that we approve this, and I'd like to state that we are finding that each year we are having one or two employees that are requiring transplant or procedures that are very expensive, and as a result, this policy is needed for us.
Motion made by Mr. Dwyer, seconded by Mr. Pride, to authorize the grant authorization to obtain transplant insurance policy. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Pride?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Mr. Reddick?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Shipley?
Yes, motion carried. Next item will be item B, personnel item. One will be appointment schedule F639, and item 2 will be resignation schedule L612. I move the recommendation.
The administration's recommendation is that the Board of Education accept the administration's recommendations to accept the resignations and appoint the listed employees on enclosures B1 and B2 and schedules F639 and L612 as so indicated on the board schedule.
So moved.
Motion made by Ms. Jones, seconded by Ms. Hannah to approve the appointments and resignations schedule F639 and schedule L612. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah? Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Mr. Reddick?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Shipley?
Oh, yes, motion carried.
Mr. President, we'd like to acknowledge that there's an administrative appointment embedded in the appointments tonight, and that's for the interim athletic director, Mr. Mel Washington, at a salary of $63,000 for the remainder of this school year through June 30th, 2007.
Has he already, he's been doing this for a week?
Mr. Howard, could you speak to that?
Yes. Okay.
The next item is item C, grants and donations. And the next item is D, others. We'll pass those. The following item will be financial reports. It's an action item. Item A is the sale of alternate bonds to repay IMRF, PRI liability.
The recommendation is that the Board of Education authorize the superintendent to issue the alternative general obligation bonds to fund the IMRF ERI liability and save approximately $300,000 over the 10-year life of the bonds. Additionally, the superintendent is authorized to hire Kaplan Financial Consulting as well as Chapman and Cutler in support of the bond sale.
Second. I just have a question. Do we need both attorney groups to approve this, or can't just one? I know Chapman and Cutler, but I'm just asking, can one approve it, or do we need both groups?
I'm going to ask Mr. Godin.
Well, they're not both attorneys. One is the financial advisor that brought the concept to us. The other is the attorney, the bond counsel.
Okay, all right.
Okay, motion was made to approve the sale of alternate bonds. Ms. Hannah and seconded. I didn't hear who was second. By Mr. McBride. Discussion.
Could you speak up, please?
I often ask the question as to what our rating for our students
You want an answer tonight, or we wanted to investigate that?
Yeah.
Be happy to. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. You want to know what the rating is for the Waukegan School District in the sale of its bond?
For the sale of our bonds. I know at one point, some years ago, we were at a AAA rating, and I'd just like to know where we are today.
We'll provide that information.
Roll call.
Mr. Bright?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Mr. Reddick?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Shipley?
Yes, motion carries. Next item, will be the hearing on the school year 2007 budget.
There's one last item, this is another one tonight.
Okay, administration recommendations.
Okay, we conduct the hearing tonight, and following the hearing, we'll have a recommendation. Right, we go over this.
Just for everyone's information, we had a public posted hearing at the library last night on this. The board's already heard much, if not most, of this presentation. But
Okay. Okay. We're going to pass, first of all, are there any questions? And I see no need to open up hearing. Thank you, Mr. Lord. We're going to go to the roll. The next item on the agenda will be the approval of the school year 2007 budget. The chair would entertain a motion. Motion made by Ms. Hannah, seconded by Mr. McBride to approve the budget as presented. Discussion? Recommendation, Mr. Dr.
The administration's recommendation is that the Board of Education approve fiscal year 2007 budget as presented on the official Illinois State Board of Education document.
Discussion?
I'd just like to point out to the audience that the budget is basically in line with last year, that there's going to be an increase of revenue of about $2 million, am I right, Mr. Loza? Yes. And then we're going to spend about $2 million more. We're going to decrease our level that we try to have on short-term borrowing and try to close off a little bit of that debt. I believe 2 years ago we had about $22 million in short-term debt. Last year was $18 million.
18.5.
We're going with the 18.5 again this year. We hope to decrease it again significantly this year. Each year we try to roll that back a little bit. The other high point I think is we are, if you notice, we are probably decreased a little bit in the amount of money we're getting from the federal government, but that is due to primarily a bookkeeping with the money coming in early, so it wasn't credited to the proper year. But all in all, it's a balanced budget.
Okay. Roll call?
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. McGuire?
Yes.
Mr. Reddick?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Shipley?
Yes, motion carried.